Hey everyone, it's Beck from Beck's Bin. I have been gone for quite a while, so today we're gonna do my video. It might be a good hour, I'm sure a little over. There's a whole bunch of stuff to go over. This is a Flosstube channel. I hit over 500 and some beans of subscribers, so I'm excited about that. Mainly because of all the comments I get and sharing information with people and just, I don't know, just everything cross stitch and knitting. I do some knitting and quilting and crochet if you make me. I live in Minooka, Illinois, probably a good hour outside of Chicago area. I own an estate sale company called Clutterbugs Estate Sales and Cleanouts. Okay, let's jump in. What do you think? Oh, and the point about the subscribers, over 500 and something subscribers, and we're coming up on a year, I think, of me doing this. A year has passed already since I've been getting into cross stitch, so, and doing the floss tube. So I'm going to have giveaways today. I'll have 3 of them, for sure. And one of the giveaways you saw in the previous video that I did, you know, 20,000 years ago. Okay. So I'll start, we'll get the knitting out of the way. I'll show you what I did with my knitting project. So here's the yarn I have left. And I have a good, I don't know, maybe 100 rows left. And I'm very sad because I had gotten this merino wool from a thrift store. There were 8 skeins of it. And it was all just the white, the off-white color. And I dyed it myself with Rit dye. And I dyed it with sage. And I did it pretty thick. Used a lot of color, so it got a lot of color. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see the pan of spaghetti I made with this stuff. It was horrible, and how I had to make the 8 skeins back into balls from cakes because I dyed it in cakes. Don't ever dye in cake. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. Always dye in hanks. But anyway, this is what it's turning out to be, and I really like the size of it for a baby blanket, so I don't want to have to take it apart and make it a little smaller just to finish this this corner. So I have ordered, I went to Knit Picks and found some, I think it's called Hawthorne, and it's I don't know if it's all merino or if it has a little bit of nylon or polyamide in it, but I'm praying that I bought 2 skeins, so in case if I mess up one, I'll use the other, but I have 2 skeins coming. I will dye them closest to this as I can and finish this finally. I wanted to have it finished by September 1st, so I was so close, so close. Anyway, so that's that project. Then I've been working on the Tiny Modernist cuckoo clock, the haunted cuckoo clock. I just got the other piece the other day. I printed it out. I don't know if I'm caught up. I'm really close if I am, as far as the last piece we did. I'm doing mine on something I dyed and I didn't like it for the project that I was doing it for. This was the stuff I dyed. It's, I think, 18 count, 16, 8. No, it's 22 count. I'm doing 22 count, 2/1. That doesn't look like 22 count, does it? I guess it is. Anyway. I'm not caught up because I still have to do the windows and finish. I just have to finish the black on here. But that is That's as far as I've gotten. I altered it a little bit. I won't point it out, but if you notice it, no worries. It's just for fun. That's my favorite number. And that's that I've been working on. And then I have, oops, this goes over here. And then I have Winter Solstice, which I'm working on with Rebecca Spalding. And if you want to see her, she's on Instagram as Rebecca Spalding, and she's done hers in purples. Oh my gosh, she's so much further along than I am, and it's so beautiful in purple. So beautiful. But I chose to do mine differently so that we can see it in different, you know, different colors. It's Winter Solstice, and it is, we started in the end of June. I think we started the end of June or right around the beginning of July, and we want to have it done by Winter Solstice, which is the 21st of December, which is my oldest daughter's birthday. So I thought about making it for Dana to see if she would want it, but we'll see. This is the fabric I chose, and the floss is blackboard. Nope. Yes, I call it chalkboard, and it is blackboard. It matches so perfectly with each other. I couldn't do any better than matching these two together. And this is a Jobelin linen. It is a 32 count. I don't know what, it's like a greenish grayish. I don't know the exact name of it. Do I? No, they just called it 32 count green gray Jobelin. I got it from Tomorrow's Heirlooms. Oh, I started on July 7th. That's when I started this one. I really like how it's, I'm just holding things up and talking and not even paying attention. I really like how I'm doing the threads to get the coloring. I had to pull my N out. It was off one. So that's where I left off. I haven't gotten too much further than the last time you saw some of these because I've been focusing on something different that was unexpected. So I dropped everything I was doing to work on this. And I'm making quite the mess of it. I can't, me and frogging, I don't know. I must love it because I do it so often. Oh. I'm looking for my phone. I do not have it. So Jen made this, Jen O. I don't remember how to say her last name, but I'm going to link her down in the description. But she's in one of my groups, and she had lovingly gifted some of us this pattern that she created. She wanted to, you know, have us look at it before she put it out there, and oh my gosh, we absolutely love it. And it's called You Got This. And so I am working on it. It's in my little hoop here. I love these. This happens to be like my favorite, the older ones, because these are made in Korea. So they're definitely the older versions, and they're just made so much better than the ones that are made today in China. But yeah, I love these. So when I find them at my estate sales or an estate sale, I grab these. So, okay, I will show you. I started it on this. You've seen this piece of fabric before, my friends, because I've tried other things on it. So I have dyed this fabric myself, and I absolutely love the color, and it's a very goth color. It really is. Don't ask me what I did. I don't remember. I'll never be able to do it again on purpose anyway. But this is like a cursed piece of fabric. It's an even weave, and it's really soft. And maybe that's part of the reason why I'm having trouble with it, because sometimes I wear readers, sometimes I don't. But even with readers, I keep making mistakes. And I think it's because the holes are hard to see, actually. Like, you know, when you have a piece of fabric, you can easily see the holes through it. This one I'm having a hard time. I don't know if it's just the dyeing process that I used, you know, maybe it shrunk the holes up enough, but I think it's more that the fabric is so soft that it just kind of, you know, sticks together. But anyway, so I tried it on here, didn't work. Then I tried it again on here, didn't work. And I was getting so frustrated. This was my fourth, so I'm putting this to the side again. And I started on a different one, which now I'm grateful I did because I like it a lot better. It is wrinkled. I don't iron. I know some of you who iron, and you would have been able to see it stretched out on here, but then you wouldn't have seen it all. So we have to pick and choose, pick and choose. I choose to take it out of the hoop and show it to you wrinkled. But here's as far as I've gotten. And I know I've made some mistakes on this one, because right here, the cross and this here, guys, should be 2 stitches apart, and they're 1. So I didn't think it would be that big of a deal until, for whatever reason, I got to about here. So I stopped, and I'm gonna go and continue. I'm just gonna go and bring this, make sure all this is right down here, and then I'll finish with the word this. But I'm close. I'm so close. And I will mention that Sam, the Kansas City stitcher, finished hers in record timing as usual, and it is beautiful. I think she showed it on her last video, Kansas City stitcher. Yeah, I knew she'd finish it right away. That girl, I don't know, I think she's like got a clone or something, and they both stitch, because she gets stuff done fast. You know, I want to say that's all of the cross stitch that I've worked on are those 3 things. Like, that is it. So if that's all you want to see, you're already done with me. I have some news I will share with you, some sales that I'm going to get into, the giveaways I'll get into. Of course, we save those for last. And I'm going to show you now the stuff that I bought when I was in Wisconsin. And I'll show you the bin that I got. The Indiana stuff is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 5 or 6 bags full of patterns. So we'll do that as a completely separate video in case no one is interested in seeing all of the. I went to House of Stitches in Indiana, and I went to her. It was really fun. It was so hot out, but it was still really fun. People just paid for a booth. You brought your stuff and you sell it for whatever you're going to sell it for, and everybody just brought all the stuff they didn't need or want anymore. And there were, I don't know how many people selling, how many vendors there were, but I spent I got there pretty much one of the first ones there and one of the last ones to leave, because I just spent so much time. I did the whole thing, and then I went back around a second time. And I had a blast, and I bought a whole bunch of stuff. Some people were selling things, you know, for a little bit more than what was expected. And then others were selling it for less than what was expected. Like some of these things I got for a quarter or 50 cents. I got kits for 50 cents. Full kits for 50 cents. Yes, they're vintage, but they are still enjoyable. So I'll show you those in the next video. Anyway, let us get to Wisconsin. Let me move my bin out of the way. Notice we're not in the craft room and we're not in the kitchen. This is my bedroom. Like I just brought you in here today because I had good lighting in here and I just feel like being upstairs. So, and the craft room is the best because there's just so much in it. Okay, let me just get this out of the way. All right, and that's done. Thank God for editing, right? I hope you guys are well. I know it's been a while since I've seen you, and sometimes I talk about some, you know, silly stuff I do. A couple times I've talked about some personal stuff I've been going through. We're on our way to doing better. As you can tell in my mood, it's much better than last time. My husband and I have been together 20 something years. He's really good at keeping track of that. Like 24. And we seriously are, you know, he's almost 10 years younger than me. So I feel like he was kind of going through his own little something in his 40s. And I'm 50 something and I'm definitely coming out of the back end of my menopause stuff. So I'm feeling a little more me lately. Hopefully that's a sign that I'm almost done with it. And it would also be great if my migraines could go away. I've had them for 20 something years. I think it's the same migraine for 20 something years. It's just what level is it going to be that day? There's only been 2 days in 20 something years where I didn't have a migraine. It was 2 days in a row and I didn't even know that that's what was not wrong with me, what was right with me. Like for 2 days, I was just like, wow, I felt so good. And I couldn't figure out why I felt so good. And then I realized, wow, that's what it's like to not have a migraine. And then I started crying because I felt sad because, I just have spent so many days of my life with migraine. My migraines are different than some of yours. A lot of you get the migraines where you can't be in the lighting and the noise and all that bothers you. You get a lot of head pain, you get nausea. Some of you actually toss your cookies. Like mine is purely neurotransmitters going wonky. So sometimes I get the aura, especially when I'm laying down and my eyes are closed. I see weird patterns and stuff and like flashy kind of bright lights. Mostly I get vertigo, like really bad vertigo for 16 days straight sometimes, and I have to just be pretty much sedated. But I haven't had that. I'm on a medication for quite a while now that in a low dose, it really helps and it keeps it from happening. But every so often. And I learned that it's my diet, it's the barometric pressure, it's my cycle, it's all of these things, my allergies, they all play a part in the migraines. But the neurologist said that, well, as you get older and you go through menopause, they may get better. You know, you might not have them as much. They could get worse, but it's not likely. He said it's very rare. It's usually people get a little better or they're gone for some people. So fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I have been feeling better as far as emotionally, and the stress, the relationship stress is almost gone. We're really working hard at working our lives together out and staying together. So that is a lot of work. It really is, but it's working out to our benefit so far. We decided we're just going to take every day as it comes. We literally just threw away 24 years worth of relationship for the most part. We said, you know what? And especially the last couple years of it has been so taxing on us that we're just like, you know what? Let's just break up. We just broke up. I had a complete breakdown for 3 days, and I came back to it and I said, you know what? Well, we're going to have some kind of relationship in life, in this lifetime, because we've been married this long and we have children. They're older children, but we still have children, and we're still going to be around each other. So we need to figure out what that relationship's going to look like. And so far it's been, we want to stay together. We love each other. We want to stay married. We just want to be in love with each other again. And we kind of lost that. And I think a lot of people do. I've seen a lot of people my age divorce, and I didn't want that. I didn't want that because I felt like it was a temporary thing and we were going to pass through that and be better for it. So we just chucked the last few years out and said, let's just start a whole new relationship. It just happens to be with the same couple. So it can be a little trying, but we're getting there, and it's really working out. Anyway, I figured I'd get that out of the way before I got into all the fun stuff, because I did mention it last time, and some of you may be like, what's going on? And some of you might be like, shut the hell up and get to the stuff we want to see. So here we are. I did want to share this with you. This was in my kitchen. I believe it, it has the back frame. I got it for $1.50 at a garage sale. And I am assuming it holds, your recipe book. I don't know why I never thought of it before. It was sitting on my counter for a couple months, but I used it for my patterns. So I put my pattern in there, and then I just set it on the table, and I look at it while I'm sitting at the kitchen table stitching. I thought that was cute for $1.50. And it says fall is my favorite, because we're in fall. I don't care what the date is. I'm in fall. I know my pool's still open and all that, but it won't be for long. We're getting there. Now I will show you what I got from Mary Ellen. So those of you who watched my last video know I went to Wisconsin. I needed a break from all the stuff I was just talking about. And I went there, and it helped me with my heart issues, because I couldn't figure out what was going on with my heart. When I was in Wisconsin, it went away. So that's how I knew it was my relationship stress, because I had gotten there and said, I'm going to just give myself some time to me and just do what I want to do, which is went to a couple shops and got things I wanted, and met some really cool people along the way. Which is this here, Witchery Stitchery. And that's Mary Ellen's shop. This poor woman. So I went, and on that weekend, I was heading back to Illinois from, where was I? Mount Horeb. And so I said, I'm going to stop there first thing in the morning, and then I will start heading to Illinois, because I wanted to get to Roscoe, Illinois, and then decide if I was going to stay up north one day and then head home or whatever. So I went, and I figured, I'll go in town. I was early, almost by an hour. So I'm like, I'll just walk around and see town. It'll be dead. There won't be anybody there. So I'll just walk around until she opens. And then I got there, and I had to park almost a block and a half away, because there was this like artisan fair or something going on in the streets and in a big parking lot. So I spent that hour just meeting people and going through and seeing all the stuff they were selling, and bought a couple things. But when I got to her shop and went to finally make my purchase and leave, oh my gosh, she was busy, so busy. She was by herself, and she got busy because of the stuff that was going on outside. And I felt like if I could have stayed, if I could stay, I would help you. I just felt so bad. She was swamped, but good for her. She was swamped. That she was fine with it. Very sweet lady. So while I was there, I bought some things that I have never stitched with or on before. So I'll show you the fabric I got. And this one, okay, I kind of have them. This is green. This is green. This I've stitched on stuff like this before. This is just an antique linen. I mean, an antique white. linen. It's a 36 count. I'm up in my game, guys. I'm gonna try it. I want to try some 36 and 40 because I like stitching with one strand. So we'll see we'll see if I can see the holes is what I want to say. And then there's 30, I got a 30 count linen tin roof. That is probably, it's one of these two. One is 28 count, natural green, it's Newport, and one is 30 count linen tin roof. But I got this piece, and it's a wonky piece, but I bought it because why not? I can do something with that. And then I bought this here piece. One of these is the natural green, and one of these is tin roof. So I bought those, and then I'm making a huge mess here. A huge mess. And then this here is kudza, I think, or something. I don't know how to say it. But oh my gosh, I've never seen this. I thought this would be fun. Like make little itty bitties in each square, or make some kind of little pattern in each square. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe you could do like a temperature. I don't know. And I thought it would be neat. It's a wonky piece, but I thought maybe I could use it for a bag as well, like stitch a little lining on it, make myself a bag, and then put words. I don't know. We'll see what I come up with someday. Someday. But I bought those 3 pieces of fabric, and then I bought a couple of patterns. I bought Praiseworthy Stitches, Behold the Lilies. Has a couple specialty stitches in it. My daughter, my youngest daughter, is Lily, and I named her after orange ones. I feel a sneeze coming on. We'll have to edit that. Okay. And then I got Numero from Jeanette Douglas Designs. I just like the numbers, the keys. I like the way this is made. I don't know when it's from. '13. But I like that one, so I got that. And then I bought some floss. I bought Splendor, which I've never used. I think I have some, I just didn't know what it was. I didn't realize it was silk. So I have to go in my stash of stuff from the storage unit, because I think I have that. I bought some wildflowers. I need something white here. Some wildflowers. If you can see, there's just the ever so slight little gray and greenish tones in there. I got that, and then I got Verosois, which I hear you guys say all the time, but I've never seen it or used it. Oh my gosh, it's just lovely. It's soft. It's a newer shop in Roscoe, Illinois. Cute bag, huh? She has stamped bags. And then I have little itty bitties from her. This is a project card. She puts those in the bag. And then this here for your floss. Pretty smart, huh? She's a cutie patootie too. And you have to go check out her. So she has a Facebook page. I'll link all this in the notes. But she's got a Facebook page. She has a website, and they have some really fun things going on. I just got like a newsletter, email, and it shows all the up and coming things they're doing. And oh my gosh, so much fun. The stuff she comes up with is just really fun to do in the shop. Oh, and I purchased something from her, and instead of having her mail it, I had it sent to the shop so that it makes me have to go back. So I'd like to go back and hang out. So watch out, Brett. I'm coming sometime. Sometime in the next few weeks. And then I bought some stuff that I don't have, that I've never used, which is CGT, which is, I didn't know what this was, but I hear you guys mention it, the cottage garden threads. So I bought these. I honestly don't know if they're for a project or not. I feel like they might be. Only because some of the patterns I bought in, I went to like 4 different stores, I think, in Wisconsin. So some of them I bought the patterns, and then I bought floss and stuff from other stores for those patterns. And so at some point I'll have to match them up. So you'll see them together if ever I get to them and do them. And I just bought some Classic Colorworks. Those I know are for a pattern. I bought, okay, so Dinky Dyes. Never have had them, ever. Never have I ever had Dinky Dyes. And so I bought these 4, and I believe these again are for a project. Pretty positive I got these for a project. If I didn't, it's because I just love these colors, of course. Purples are my thing. And some greens. And then I bought a bunch of Cosmo. I finally purchased a bunch, and these are for a project. These are for those gates that I showed you in the last video. They're for the Halloween-y, gothy one patterns I showed you. Okay, I purchased this beautiful fabric. It is purple with some gray. It is a 36 count lunar from Bestitch Me. She carries Bestitch Me. And then this is for goes with this. This is for the gates. And this is also Bestitch Me Blue Moon. It's a 32 count. The color is pretty true in here. Actually, the lighting's really good today. It's sunny out. Usually when I'm doing my videos, it's been cloudy. Okay, and then another project card. So that is the stuff I got from Brett's shop, which is beautiful. Oh, and these, I never saw these before. It's one of those little tins, and then it's really thin, little sponges. You just dampen them so that you use those for your thread instead of your spit. I'm a spitter. In public, I don't care. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's so much I missed. Did I talk about what? I don't even know. Who else? There were just so many. I don't know why I have all these names down or what I was gonna say. I'm like all over the place with them. But I always talk about Stephanie and Allison. I had sent them something. They just did videos. I can't wait to see it. I don't even know if they posted about it yet or not, but they went and did the contest that they have at your fairgrounds. And they entered a whole bunch of stuff for all of the different genres that you can enter for. And one of the things they entered, Allison needed a frame for it, this peacock that she stitched. And it was so, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And they were sitting there talking about frames and this and that. And then Stephanie's like, what about this? And it was the thing I sent that they were showing, the gift they got. And it fit perfectly. It was just a finishing frame, it looks like a hoop. And it's vintage, and it fit oh, it was just awesome. It was like it was meant to be together. It was so cute. But anyway, they talked about that in their video, and I can't wait to see if they placed in any of them, if they played, you know, I can't wait to see. They had to have, and especially with Stephanie's work. She did her, I think it was Istanbul. I want to say, I could be wrong, but it's really pretty. It's beautiful. Lots of yellow, very dimensional. It's a really pretty one. And she sells hers on their website. She, you know, she took photographs all over the world and then turns them into cross stitch patterns. I have one and I don't know where it is. I want to say it's France. It almost looks like it's in France, but I'm not sure. But it is beautiful. And so I'm waiting to see what happened, because that was just this past, I think it was this past weekend. It might be this weekend. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see what happened. But yeah. So I wanted to mention them, and I wanted to mention Tracy from OG Stitchery. That's the other one that was important. The other people I talk about all the time, so it's really nobody new for you, but I will pop them in the bottom anyway because they're in my notes. Even if I don't mention them right now, I probably will at some point when I'm talking. This here, I had this, Tracy from OG Stitchery. They are doing a sale, her and someone else, of this pattern here. And she had mentioned it in her floss tube and on Instagram. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? I'll at least get it started because I remembered I had it. I'm surprised I remembered, but I remembered I had it. So I'll be starting that one soon. I also got, oh, the other reason I mentioned Stephanie and Allison is because they were talking about this book, Magical Cross Stitch. Lindsay Swearingen. My daughter is actually going to clean the floors. She's vacuuming. Okay, so I'm going to pause and I'll be back because that's exciting. Okay, we're done with the vacuuming part. As I was saying, this is a book by Lindsay Swearingen. I'm not good with that word. I don't know how to say her last name. But it's a beautiful book. So Stephanie and Allison in Cross Stitch the Globes Flosstube last week, or this past week, they showed the book. As soon as she held up the book and started talking about it, I was like, okay, I just went and bought it right away. There's 25 patterns in here. It's a really good book. I'll show you just, there was one that I really, really liked. I said I'd show it. They did another video, a second video, where the video is just about this book. Like they'll show you each, they went over each one to show you what's all in the book. But I love this one and the one on the cover. So that was it for me. I bought it right away. So if you want to see all of the things that were in there, go and check out their video. That was the other reason I brought them up. Okay. Now I have a few things I got. I joined a Patreon. I have 3 that I'm in. I'm in Fiber Floozy's Patreon with Jill. I have the Raven Coven. So we're doing Majestic Owl. Look at that. That's pretty. I also joined Tiny Modernist because I had to. I mean, I love all of her projects, and here's one of the new ones she's putting out. So that's exciting. And then I got Misty Purcell is my other favorite. Luminous Fiber Arts. And we have the Halloween one. I don't think I'm sharing something that no one has seen because they're all out. Also, my daughter is trying her hand at, she does the, what do you call that? The little beads, perler beads, right? Where you put them together and make a thing and iron it. Yeah, that. So she tried her hand at making a pattern for us. This is her second or third one she's done. She made me a couple small ones I've shown you before, but this is from Adventure Time. And it's Prismo's Pickles. So I'm excited about that. I'll stitch that up for her so she can see what it looks like. She's very shy about sharing and showing, and she shouldn't be. She'll just get better and better at it. She's really good at drawing and all that, so painting. Oh yeah, this is so cute. Look at this. I'm so excited. It is not American. It's from Europe. But I thought it was really cool. I don't know what it is about me and the old Victorian looking key and locks, but I love them. I have a whole jar of like what we call skeleton keys. But this is the whole chart. I ordered that from someone. I think it was on Facebook Marketplace. And then I got this from, it's called Midsummer Song. Misty Purcell, Luminous Fiber Arts. This is from 2021. And it's it says, the cuckoo comes in April and stays the month of May, sings a song at midsummer and goes away. And I love it. I love birds. I love birds. I love Misty. I love it all. These are my round robins we're working on. I showed you mine. And now I'm working on Sam's. She sent me, we're in 2 of them together. So we're doing ink circles. This is the one that this is my ink circle. I've showed it to you guys. And I decided to do it as such. Where are you? Let me just take this out of the bag completely. I'm not going to show you hers because I don't know that she's showing them. Here's what mine looks like, my ink circles. So I did it a little different because I did the whole center already. And then I have the purple flowers, and I have different colors of purples in the baggie for them so they can choose whatever way they want to do their purples. There's like 3 different purples, and I used 2 on this flower. And then the greens. And then each person will do a flower and this whole section here. So that's my ink circle I have to send out. And then this is the ink circle that Sam, Kansas City Stitcher, this is the one we're doing for her. So she did her corner, and we're each she sent us colors, and we're each going to do our color in place of the red. And she asked us what color was our favorite, and she sent them, and that's what we'll do. So I can't wait to see this finished. So that is after I finish the You Got This. I'm going to start that right away. It's already in my hoop. I put it in a hoop because I like to try to stitch in hand as much as possible, but if it's somebody else's, I'm going to do it proper. We're doing all the little creatures. There's 5 of us that are doing them, but there's 10 total. And we're each going to do our own on everybody's. And right now I'm trying to find the front of it. I thought I had one. Darn it. No, but this is so tiny you wouldn't be able to do anything with it anyway. So here's like some of them. They're really cute little creatures. And they're from Mama Witch Cross Stitch. They're just so adorable. This is the one that I did. They're supposed to all be in these like different color shades of gray, but I added this color here to mine. And I think I changed a little something in here. I made this black in this color here. And then I told everybody this is a big piece of fabric and everyone can just stitch theirs, you know, in each little square, and I'm going to turn them into ornaments for my black tree. That was Andi, the Crow Stitcher's idea. They were gonna make ornaments out of it too, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I got Sam's I'll be working on for that round robin. And she also gifted me this here. That's exciting. Blackbird Designs, Away We Ride. Away we ride till it's to, what? Oh, dark as pitch, to find the home of the Wicked Witch. Okay, and, oops, let me put that there. Okay, and then we'll go through the bin that I got, and then we'll go through, oh, and I have one knitting pattern to show you. I'll show you that now real quick. That is, so the baby blanket that I showed you in the beginning, I had dyed. I wanted it to be sage. It seemed like it was too dark. So I panicked and I bought a couple of skeins of yarn, and they call this sage. I don't agree personally at all that this is sage, but I do like it a lot. It only has, it's 70% cotton, 19% merino, virgin wool, and 11% baby alpaca. I'm hoping I'm not as allergic to this as I could be, because it's so soft and I really want to make this and wear it. And it's a cowl, so of course if it's itchy I won't be able to wear it, but look at that lace. It's so pretty. So I'm going to make it as the cowl, so it'll be, instead of having like a scarf, it's going to be completely closed off like that. But I thought that was pretty. And I got that off of nitty.com. So I'm going to use this Lana Grossa. I'm itchy a little bit. It'll happen. Maybe I'll get used to it. I really want to do it. I really do, as I'm like, I should probably sort it a little bit. I'll do that. Let me sort it a little bit. And let me show you the giveaways. This is the giveaway I showed you already in the last video. It's a Stacy Nash primitive Boo sewing basket. Boo sewing basket. And then these little guys. So we'll give this away because I bought two, and this was from my Wisconsin trip. And then I have the part 1 that I told you about of the Tiny Modernist, because I bought the whole thing and it came with part 1. And there's actually a surprise about this one, so I'll share that at the end when I tell you what you need to put in the comments for that giveaway. And then I bought the Halloween, I signed up for Cross Stitch magazine because I wanted the Halloween one. I got that, and then I looked at this and there's really nothing in here that I want to stitch. I think there was like maybe 1 or 2, but gosh knows when I'll ever get to it. So here is the new 2024 that's out now. And I will give this to someone who will want that. Those are my giveaways for going over 500 subscribers and coming up on my 1-year anniversary. So I will tell you what to put in the comments at the end of the video, and those will be the giveaways. Now I'll pause you and sort this basket real quick, and I'll be right back. So here is the What's in Beck's Bin segment, and here is my bin. I decided to go with this bin and put my stickers on it. And so I have other stickers that I've gotten, like I showed you, the one from Beautiful. I don't know where I put it now, but I'll put that on later. And I got some stickers from some Stitchy friends, and I'll put those on there. So I plan on filling this up all around with stickers. And that's my bin for What's in Beck's Bin, because there's always something in that bin. I'm always getting something. So now, in no particular order, I'm just gonna go through what's in the bin real quick. I got this, and it's hard to see, but it is somewhat variegated, and it is something that I will likely crochet or knit. Probably crochet something lacy with this, just for fun. Definitely like a Halloween theme thing because of the orange that it is, but it's interesting. I got that. I got 2 rolls of my fancy tape for my edging. This is how I serge my ends. I got a whole bunch of zippers, lots of zippers. So when I make bags, there's just a whole pile of zippers, and in that pile are a whole bunch of rickrack of different thicknesses. I got a whole bunch of that. Red, white, and black mostly, and a funky silver, because why not? Not sure what I'll do with that. Just random fabric, but I thought it would be cool to dye them. Some look 14 count, some look 16. This one is they always have the 22 count. So there's a little pile of that. And this here guy, they actually do need to be ironed, but then there was just some random floss, like just because I don't need it, but it just went in the bucket with it all. So there's just some random floss, more random floss in this little bag here. None of them are they're all like, you know, bunched up. They're all bunched up. There are a few that I'll show you that are in decent order. They have there's even a brand new one. Like you can tell by the tag, there's like some that she had them separated, and these are the newer colors. Even with this cute little bin that I can put some stickers on. And I got this. It's probably one of those little makeup bags. Eco Tools by Alicia Silverstone. I don't know. I just thought that was fun to put in one of my project bags for small things. I got a D for Dana. It's like a little frame, so if I make her a little cross stitch something, I can put it in there, paint the D or stain it. Vinyl weave. I don't think I'll ever use it, but that'll go in the storage unit for the fun sale stuff. There was this big piece that was actually something was getting done on it already. But there's still all of this left up here. So that'll go in the fun bags of the sale. I don't know what's in here. They're googly eyes for all my lurkers. Look what I found. We got googly eyes, guys. Tracy would have a blast with this. They're all different sizes. There's itty bitty ones. There's the tiniest little one. You can't even see it. Oh! Well, we'll have to find that later. There's some bicycles. There's like 4 pads of this. Look, look, look. Cross-section pads, 10 by 10s. I thought that was cool. If I ever want to dilly-dally and make a pattern. I'm not done. There's like, okay, so then there was a bunch of fabric. Oh, here's a couple more zippers. Oh, and here's another, this whole thing of floss. And this bin I filled myself. So like I went around the estate sale and I put stuff in it. Some stuff was marked and everything was half off. So I wasn't sure how much this bin was going to be when I brought it down. Otherwise I would have grabbed the other 2 of the bins that had floss in it, but I didn't like how they were priced even at half off. So I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know she was going to say just the whole thing for 15 bucks. Oh, and then this here, it's a base tape maker kit. So it has all of the sizes for basting. Ouch. Yeah, this was in there. All of this. 15 bucks. And then this framed piece of fabric with all these little things on them. Or in them. I don't know what I will do with these, but they were like, they're like little tic-tac boxes. She made them as a pin, and then I don't know if that might be like a little magnet. I'm not sure, but I figured, I don't know, maybe I could put needles in there and pin it to something and have extra needles. I don't know. I got one of these, and then there was some floss that I never heard of. This is really old, that's for sure. Lily Craft Products. There's a couple of those. And then this one is, I don't know. Carter Bresson. It's from France. But it feels like cotton. I think it's cotton for sure. But there's a couple of those. I've never heard of this label myself. You guys have. There's that one and this one here. I thought that was fun to find. Here's more lily, different lily, like the cotton lily from that you buy for crocheting and wash rags and stuff. And then there were these. These are so cool. You guys might know what this is, but I do not. Maybe this is the same. So I think it, oh, okay, it's Coates and Clark. It is 100% cotton. I don't know exactly. I feel like this is pretty much, it feels like DMC as far as the weight of it. Oh my gosh. I want to use this and make up like my own little pattern and see what the heck that will come out to look like. Like that's a variegated thread, and there's 5 of them. 6. Oh, this one is what do you call it? You know, bare. So I could dye it. Like just cut out pieces and just dye them. Oh my gosh. How fun would that be? But here's like 5. Look at them. There's 5 total. This one was my favorite. And I want to play with those and do something with them. This is a, you know, thimble. It's a leather thimble. I wonder if I could get used to that because of this band on there. It might not be too horrible to use. Because man, sometimes this just gets calloused here from stabbing it so much. And some people are like, oh. Oh, we knew I was going to do something, right? Took that long, but sorry, I'm not giving you the finger. People were sometimes ask, like, why are you stabbing yourself? Well, because I stitch in hand, and it's just the way that I push it through. Sometimes it just, if after so long of stitching in a session, it just gets tender and you start stabbing yourself. So, and I don't like any of the thimbles I pick. I tend to start using this finger instead. So instead of pushing with this finger, because there's something on it, I tend to hold it out, and then I notice I'll use this finger instead. So I don't know if I'll end up doing the same thing. I'm not sure, but I'd like to try it. There's that. And then all of the material. There was this, it's pretty thick. I thought this would be good for, it's like felt. So I thought this would be good for backing little pillows and stuff. And then this is all still from the same $15 bin. This is all just material I grabbed to make bags with. You know, look at this whole big piece here. You know, for the lining, for the inside of bags. This I thought would be cute. I would like this for an outside of the bag, and then the orange on the inside. Cute little cobweb. This is thicker, but I still don't mind making bags out of the thicker stuff. This here, and this is all good quality fabric too. And then there was this panel. I'm not sure. I thought I'd make a bag with this panel probably, but we'll see. This panel's pretty cool because it has a sewing machine and just some fun stuff. Seed to sew. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah. Like, how fun. So that was in there. And then these were in there. They're leather. And then you just kind of pop them open. So I was thinking that they would be cute, like if I'm out and want to put my threads in them. I don't know. I just thought there's two of them. I like this one better. It's a little lighter. But those are cute. And then this was in there. Check that out. And it opens, and it's wood, and there were needles in there. I've not seen these before. Are they metal? No, I don't know. Okay, so the tips are plastic, and then there's just a piece of metal inside this plastic. I've never seen these before like that. Interesting. And the others are metal. I don't know if I'll ever use these. Possibly. They're a little big because I use size 1s. And apparently she used them up pretty good too. Same thing I do to mine. Can you see it with my shirt? I bend the heck out of my double pointed needles. I bend the heck out of them. Oops. So that was this. I just thought it was cool. I didn't care for what was inside it as much as just this was neat. That's it. 15 bucks. $15. I get lucky. I love it. I got this at Midsummer. They did a box. They took the guts out and made something else out of it. So I got this box to, I don't want to take the guts out though. I don't care for the mirror, but I still like that it closes like that. So I might just leave it. Maybe I'll put a big sticker over it or something. I'll do something like that. I'll put stickers over it. But I like that it already has its pocket, and these little things I can hang some floss from, or hang scissor. I can hang a scissor from there. So there's not much I want to do to the inside of this. And the felt that it is, the thread will stick to it. Maybe I'll do something inside this one a little bit, but if anything, but I love purple. I don't know. I just thought, well, I'll make one of those boxes. Then when I opened it, I'm like, oh, look at that. I don't even want to change anything too much. But that looks fun. It's a Leah Sophia jewelry box. So that'll come off and I'll put my own little thing on there. But yeah, so that's that. Let's go over the giveaway. Here's the giveaway section and first of all, thank you so much to everybody who actually spends time with me doing all this and just hangs out like while you're stitching or doing stuff around the house. That's what I do. Sometimes I put it on. I don't even really watch it too much. I turn the TV in the kitchen. I'll turn it if I'm in the kitchen part, or turn it if I'm at the table. But it's just the listening to it, and I don't know. It's just fun. I love it. I'm going to keep doing it. Here's the first giveaway. This was the one that I talked about that I got in Wisconsin. I got 2 of them. I'm actually going to try my hand at one of them, and then I'll gift this one. So just write in the comments the word boo. And then you all know, don't put giveaway or anything that will bring the gremlins on. Because if I get gremlins, I'm going to get mad. Yeah, so just say boo. If any of you liked the spools I just showed you of color, thread, it's variegated, it's cotton, it's Coats and Clark, it's cotton. So if anybody wants this, just use the word spool, and I will send you these things for being lovely to me. This is the 2024 Fall Cross Stitch Magazine. If you want that one, put Fall 2024. And then the Tiny Modernist that I knew I had part 1, or I thought, I wasn't sure, but I was pretty sure I had part 1. And then, you know, it was a mystery sale. I don't know when it's from, but it was a mystery sale, and you got part 1. It was from 2020. So I already had part 1, and I didn't know it, or I wasn't sure, and I bought the whole kit from Abby at Top Knot Stitcher. But little did I know, inside there were actually the other 4. So I actually had the whole thing already. So lucky for you, whoever wants it, you're not only getting part 1, you're getting the whole kit and caboodle. So for that one, we'll use the word Ouija, O-U-I-J-A, because that's what this is. It's the Halloween Ouija 5-part mystery series by Cheryl, Tiny Modernist. Okay, so we'll do that one. So that is the one I'm keeping, and this is the one I'm gifting to you guys, but they're all in there. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please just leave any comments or feedback, whatever, things you want to see, things you want me to stop talking about, things you want me to start talking about. If you guys have any questions, if I ever show anything in the stuff I got, you know, sometimes I say what I'm going to put in a sale. Sometimes I say what's for me. But if there's anything you guys ever see that you want, or you need this or that, just let me know. Put it, you know, send me a message. You know, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. I'm all over the place. Send me a message if it's something you wanted, and I'm not that partial to it. I will give it up. I think that's it, guys. Woof. I bet you we're a good over hour and a half with this video, maybe more, but I have a lot of editing to do. So, thanks to listening for all of my stuff, even my personal stuff. I appreciate it. I also would like to tell you guys that, you know, if anybody else is going through stuff like I'm going through, sometimes it does help to talk to somebody about it. And sometimes it even helps just to listen to other people's stuff about it. Meaning, I found some YouTube videos that were really good on, I don't know if they're all therapists so much. There was a couple one was a pastor, and then he also is licensed to do therapy for addiction and a couple other things. And I watched a few of his videos, and he opens your eyes. He's mind-blowing. I will put him down in the notes. I can't remember his name right now. I always want to say his name is like Terry or something, and it's like Jim. But he has some really good videos out there just about, you know, even like childhood trauma stuff, adult trauma, just the things you go through. And I will put this guy's information down at the bottom because some of his videos are pretty cool. And I spend a lot of time on the Gaia channel. I pay for it yearly because there's a lot of stuff on there that is helpful too, just in, I don't know, just opening your mind up and your heart and just getting better with yourself. That's what I needed to do this year. I needed to get in tune with myself because I kind of lost myself in my business and my family, in doing the floss tubes even. You know, that takes a lot of time to do these, and you know, you take time away from other things to do this, and sometimes it takes a toll on you physically and mentally when it's all of these things, you know, put together. So thanks for hanging out with me for this year, and hopefully this next floss tube year of mine will be even better. So I will talk to you guys soon. Take care, and don't forget to comment down below if you want any of those things. Take care. Bye.